Correct people, oniofif, as we heard, in big shock as the custodian of Odua deity wants Kabiesi not to allow Queen Naomi to do a get-together party with the Oloris in the palace. Because as we are hearing that Queen Naomi is planning to do a get-together party to make sure say the Oloris comes together as we heard before Kabiesi's birthday celebration and all that as we are hearing, because soon right now within August, September, Kabiesi will celebrate September, October, Kabiesi is going to celebrate his birthday. So Queen Naomi wants to use this meeting to bring peace among the Oloris in the palace. And that is why we heard she made a very bold step in trying to bring Queen Olori Tobiloba into the palace with her twins, so that by so doing, she can be able to organize a meeting, a get-together party within the Oloris in the palace. Both her, everybody is going to come out present and they are going to celebrate like we heard. That was what Mommy Tedenekawo is forging ahead. She is already working on it as we heard to know whether it is going to be fruitful. But we heard that the meeting she scheduled in order to address Ooniofife wives, they scattered the arena, that is the lower office where the meeting is going to be held. They scattered everywhere. We heard that Mariam broke many chairs inside that place just to make sure that Queen Naomi did not address them. Yes, and the matter is still ongoing in the palace as Kabiesi has vowed to see to the matter to know why Olori Mariam is going to scatter that place because of Queen Naomi wanting to address them in the palace. So as it is right now, we heard that the custodian of Odua deity entered the palace of Ooni to warn him to be very, very careful, extraordinary careful. Yes, more than extraordinary careful in allowing Queen Naomi to associate with other Oloris in the palace. Because the kind of, they just don't like Mommy Tedenekawo. So the kind of HATE that they have where Queen Naomi is too much. So Queen Naomi should not involve herself with the Oloris because you can't really tell what they are planning against her. That is what we heard the custodian of Odua for deity has come to warn Kabiesi to tell Queen Naomi to be very careful. This one, she's running around. She wants to make peace in the palace. She wants everybody to reunite together. That is not her job. That her job is better to stay on her own and focus on her son, Prince Tedenekawo, because a lot of EVIL, should I call it, eyes are too much on Prince Tedenekawo. That is what the custodian has come to tell Kabiesi. And Kabiesi was shocked because at this moment, Kabiesi is not expecting any negative message from the Ifa priest, from the CS, and from the custodian of Odua deities. We heard that Kabiesi is still in the mode of celebration, that Queen Naomi is back, that Olori Tobiloba is back. So on hearing this information, he is so shocked that how can he be able to wipe these Oloris out of the palace so that he would stop fighting Queen Naomi. Everything they are doing against Mommy Tedenekawo right now, it is too much. So we heard Kabiesi already has warned Queen Naomi to stop whatever it is that she is planning to have in the palace with the Oloris because it is not going to hold. My correct people, I beg make I greet una before we carry this gist they go. Good morning, afternoon, evening to you all according to your time and the time we una take the see this video. Yeah, welcome back to Texas TV, and we are still on the gist about waiting the sup for palace. As the story where we don't carry right now, be say that the custodian of Odua forest, came into the palace meeting Kabiesi to tell Kabiesi to better one momita than a cow, to stop looking for peace where there is no peace. Yes, that Queen Naomi should just mind her business in the palace. Queen Naomi should stay on her own. Queen Naomi should allow the Oloris to do their things. Let her stop trying so hard to bring peace in the palace, because the Oloris, they do not want it. Yes, that Queen Naomi should be very, very careful before they will harm her in that palace. Because wetin the Oloris they do for palace is too much. Because we already heard Naomi is organizing a party. It won't make the Oloris to reunite together. Let them have one heart. Let them have one say. But according to what the custodian of Odua forest is saying, that Queen Naomi should better distance herself from anything wey concern oniofifes wives in the palace. If you have entered the palace, you better stay on the royal manor where Kabiesi gave you. Better stay there. Stop looking at other Oloris in the palace. Because no matter how hard you try to make peace within them, no matter how hard you try to work things out with them, they are going to seriously deal with you. And for you to overcome everything that these Oloris are planning, you better stay on your lane. So we heard that Kabiesi was bitter though. He wasn't himself after this message came into the palace, because Kabiesi was like thinking, how do I do to make sure that these Oloris leave palace? Because Kabiesi have done everything possible. He wanted to do a set-free festival. The next thing we heard that all the goats that were bought for the set-free festival, all of them, they just buy like that. Yes. At the same time, I'll not be saying this one buy in the morning, this one buy in the afternoon. We heard that they buy at the same time 6 goats that Kabiesi bought for the set-free ceremony of the Oloris. You just buy. And we know that someone is involved in that case, because those goats can't just buy like that. So it is possible that someone did something to them. Yes. And Kabiesi is still looking into that matter, because we heard that the ritual must be done before Kabiesi can be able to set them free. Yes, and they must give their consent. That is the worst part of it, because we don't know whether they are going to give their consent that they want to leave palace. So my correct people, this story where Odua custodian, Odua deity custodian came into the palace with, it was a heart-wrenching message for Kabiesi. Kabiesi felt bitterly because he wasn't expecting this message. Yes, that Queen Naomi should stop whatever she's planning in the palace, because the Oloris are planning another thing against her. Now waiting this custodian come palace, they tell Kabiesi. I beg my correct people, make una chook mouth for this matter. Drop your comments, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, stay tuned, stay connected for more updates. We'll be dropping from time to time about waiting this up for palace alleged.